when you go out to the stream, you're going to write observations for location A, B, and C in each of these boxes relative to anything right in the water or a couple feet either side of the water that you think can impact pH. Some things you'll see maybe. Okay, so we were surprised a couple sections this morning have soap suds in them. Some things, yep. Some things you're going to have to, so you see things, you put it right in there next to it, or
Can we write it or draw it?
you're going to just write in there what you see. And if you see a lot or a little, if you don't see anything, you look in the water, you look at both sides of the water, and you don't see anything that you think can contribute to changing the stream to acidic or basic or a neutral, then you need to write that in there. I don't see anything, so that when I look at this, and when you look at it later, we don't wonder if you forgot to do it or not. Okay, so don't leave it blank. Put some information in. This one is the one where you'll probably have more information. In this one, you're looking at area observations, anything in our little mini Green Hills watershed. So that could change the pH. So we know that there's buildings like Green Hills and the condominiums, and Glacier Hills is on the other side. And we know in buildings outside, people do cleaning, washing. So you can say potential this, potential that. If you see nice lawns, which we know you have, you could say potential what? Potential fertilizer, right? So this you probably have a lot of information. And then the last thing you do at each section is the pH. Okay, and you just fill it in. You're going to test it 3 times. Be complete on this, but let me show you this stuff now, and then we'll head out in a minute after we talk about graphing. Okay, so each team is going to take a bucket outside, and in each bucket there is a probe, and then there's also distilled water in a container. And A period ran a little short. So when you come in, would you empty that out? Then in terms of graphing, we're going to graph exactly like we did for the pH lab, except instead of all these 15 substances, you're just going to have the 3. But make sure you know how to change the y-axis to 0 to 14. Raise your hand if you know how to do that. Okay, and if you don't know how to do it, see all the hands up. People can help you. Make sure you label the x and y axes. Raise your hand if you know how to do that. Okay, and if you don't know how to do it, see all the hands that are up. And then you're going to color it and make a key. So that's your homework. If you don't finish it tonight, graph the data, color the standards. If you finish it today in class, print it off. The printer's right on the other side of this wall. Just go back there and get it. And then actually, I have a bucket of colored pencils and rulers. I can put those out if you want to start coloring the standards, but you'll finish that for homework if you don't get it done. You want to work as a team. You're not going to split duties. You want to talk together and you want to fill it in. And I also don't want you to say, oh, I'm filling it in and my partners will copy this when we get back in, because we just never have time for that. So each of you brings this out. Each of you, as you talk together, you fill it in. You're working as a team, okay? Collaboration, and you're not splitting duties. Any questions? You know, if you're at sections 1, 2, 2 and 3, you're going to go around to that way. The other sections can go around the other way. Let's get going. I'll bring out an extra. Everyone have a bucket? I'll bring out extra batteries and stuff if we run into trouble. Be responsible. I don't even have to tell you guys that.